feeling myself, yeah, I'm feeling myself. And feel like I want a champion belt. I feel like I want a champion belt. Feeling myself when I'm counting the wealth. Feeling myself when I'm counting the wealth.
Hello everybody, it's Shara B. I'm back with another video. This is video 6. We are moving with these videos. And I'm back in a different color shirt. What's up, y'all? So I'm feeling really good. We're moving, and we're going to continue moving these videos. And thank you so much, everyone, for subscribing and sharing and viewing my videos. I really do greatly appreciate it. It's been great. I'm Shara B. I'm the mother, author, and inspirational speaker on how I succeeded in an abusive relationship. Also a motivational speaker and helping people gain wealth within themselves so that they can gain wealth in other ways as far as money, finance, health, and different things like that by giving out different information, attributes, and characteristics that we share that the universe has given us to be great. So helping people to succeed and to continue to send the message of this useful information. I come from a background of multiple things. So I'm using all of my experience from my life, and I talk about different things that involve life, love, and literacy. So the 3 L's, my famous 3 L's, the lulu. So anytime I talk about the lulu, life, love, and literacy, those are the topics that I speak around. So today, on video 6, we're going to talk about preferences. So that pretty much lies around life. So in life, we have preferences, things that we prefer, things that we prefer, or what we may like other than something else. So I'm going to go over some different preferences that people may have, and some of the top 3 that people may have, or top 4, however many there is, and what people may have and how to overcome those challenges. So let's just start with preferences. Preferences basically means what someone may like over another. So when we talk about life, we can talk about food, we can talk about relationships, we can talk about jobs, we could talk about all types of different preferences. But we're going to talk about the ones that revolve around love and life, because that's what my expertise is on. So when we talk about preferences, we can go on preference of appearance. So let's start with the avatar. Because, I always discuss the avatar. And when I talk about the avatar, it's the person, the skin that you're in, the makeup of what the shield of the energy that's inside you, and your avatar is who you are and what you look like, your characteristics. And you can do whatever you want to your avatar. With mine, I prefer not to wear makeup. I prefer to go natural. Yes, this is natural. I don't have makeup on. I don't have eyelashes on, no eyeshadow or anything like that. I prefer to come natural when I do my videos, because I'm coming with real information and I feel like I come into my real avatar. Now, because of society and the different things that people might portray, so if I do come out in the public, you may see me in a different avatar, and that's my preference. I'll come on video. I work from home. I do this from home. I got blessed to work from home to where I don't have to put on the suits and the heels and the hair and the makeup anymore. So pretty much I like to be natural all the time. So even on my videos, I decided to do that. So my preference would be to, on my videos, I come in my natural self. Now, when I'm in public or doing a public announcements or around people in this society prefer you to be approachable, professional, and sometimes when we're not when we're in our natural avatars, it's still for some reason not accepted. Now, some people do come in their natural avatars when they do different things, but some people don't. So I just come in, do what I need to do, and come in my other avatar. So that's my preference of what I do. So people can do different things. They can fix their teeth, they can fix their nose, they can do their hair different, they can wear different clothes. Like, you can put your avatar however you want to. That's your preference. That's who you are. No one should shame you, or you should never be embarrassed if you had surgeries, if you've done different things to your avatar to make you feel more complete or successful. But for me, I just feel like we come here to do a job, and it doesn't matter what you look like, because I mean, these preferences, Cosmo magazine, and all these men and different things and other women tell us what we should look like and what this is all about, and we're focused on the wrong things. And I believe everyone's beautiful the way they are, the way you came. It was something about you, your uniqueness, that why you were the look the way you did. But if you decide to make those changes, that's up to you. But I preach about self-love and security in self. And some people, if they feel like they need to change their avatar around to feel secure or to fit in this makeup of society, because that's really all it is. I mean, if it wasn't for society, we wouldn't even be worried about these changes. Because like I said, I wouldn't even come in a different look to speak publicly if things were accepted. So, some people feel offended on just wanting to be accepted and want to look a certain way to feel accepted, because they feel like if they get these changes done to themselves, that then they'll be accepted. But sometimes you still aren't. So, and then you just go surgery after surgery until your face is just melted. And with me, it would be something, it would be nice, but due to the severity of a man or a woman actually restructuring my face, something I was actually born with, something I was already put in place by manner and different things, I am not messing with that. And I prefer to no one to mess with me. And I prefer not to get surgeries and things like that, but that's my preference. So everybody's different when it comes to preferences, and we should accept those. You shouldn't shame or show any different between people and what they prefer. I mean, they have their right to do whatever they want, and I just feel like if their preference is that, then leave them alone. That's what they want to do. Leave them alone. There's no reason to talk about them or tell them anything. They had the right to whatever decision, and that's what they did. So when you're changing your avatar, I got criticized a lot on the hair color. Back in the 90s, when I used to wear blonde hair, yeah, I got shamed for trying to be someone I'm not, representing Caucasian. I'm already light-skinned, so then when you're putting on this blonde hair, now you're really not loving yourself. And it had nothing to do with love myself. It was more of an image. It was more for me to look different, to be a different look. And that's all it was. It wasn't because I didn't love myself. They took it so far. And, now everybody's got blonde hair. Everybody's got red hair. And it has nothing to do with you're trying to be something or fit in somewhere. Because I did work for corporate America for a few years. And you could probably think, oh, I want Becky's blonde hair. And no, it's just because I want to look different. I'm not wearing it to do anything other than have a different look on me, because I like how I look. I have ADHD. I get bored, and you probably see these hair things on my head, and the clothes and the different shirts and things. I get bored. I like looking different. I don't like having the same old original. Every time you see me, I'm wearing black, or every time you see me, I'm in red, or I look different. You will not know how I'm going to come. You don't know. One day I might just have my whole fro out with my alopecia showing. You never know. It's however I feel comfortable and however I feel inspired when I come on here to do any videos. So my preferences, I like to look different, and it has nothing to do with self-love. It has nothing to do with self-hate. It's just, or to be accepted. It's just because I like to look different because I'm ADHD and I don't like things the same. I change a lot, and that's another video because I have a whole bunch of things I change on that I need to be stable with more about. But we're not talking about the stability right now. We're talking about preferences, right? All right. Next preference. When we talk about our sexual orientation. So if your friend is lesbian, or if your guy friend is gay, that's their preference. That's who they rather be with. That's who they feel comfortable with. That's what makes them feel secure. That's what makes them feel warm and good at night, that they're living in their true self. So there's no reason to treat them any differently because they choose to go to sleep or be in a relationship with the same sex. I mean, they shouldn't be shamed. They shouldn't have to feel people hate them. Like, I just never understood. And I mean, my family was really against gay, lesbians, and things like that. Let's keep it real. But I just never understood why. I'm like, that's what they want to do. That's how they feel. Why is everybody getting mad? Like, why are you upset because they choose to be with the same sex? You know, I just never understood that. So to handle and deal with that, you just accept them for who they are and move on. We have so much stuff that we need to be dealing with and focused on. You have your higher self. You have self-love. You have time to build yourself and the toxicity that you may have experienced in your life. You need to be working on yourself. You shouldn't be worried about what other people are doing and what they prefer. You need to work on you. And a lot of times people are not working on themselves. They're so caught up on what someone else is doing, what they look like, what they prefer. And you need to get to know yourself and know what you prefer. Know who you are. Know thyself. I love saying that. Know thyself. Don't sit here judging, because once you know yourself completely and you love yourself unconditionally, it's going to be so much easier to love other people and to not worry about what they're doing and to improve on yourself and to focus on your own life and not theirs. And as I said, if you have friends of the same mindset and the same psyche and the same makeup, then you won't even have arguments like this. So if you're not comfortable with being with someone that likes people of the opposite sex or with the same sex, then maybe you should hang with those people. Let them live their life and leave them alone. Focus on yours. Focus on your own toxic self. Focus on your self-love, because a lot of people on this planet don't love themselves. And so that's why a lot of the chaos and things that's happening on this earth is because people don't understand what love is and they don't love themselves. We just have a whole bunch of narcissists. We have people just running around here all about self. And it's not about self-love, to give the love in self and the abundance of love in self and then pass it. It's more about, no, I'm keeping it right here. I don't trust nobody. It's all about me. And that's why we're in the situation we're in. But anyway, so that's that preference. The other preference is relationships. Now, people always had a preference on what type of man they always wanted, and what type of, how they want him to look, how they want him to dress. And you're entitled to that. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't be with a certain type of man. If that man is up to your of your standards and your boundaries, and they're doing everything that you feel is good for you, don't worry about what nobody else says. Don't worry about what your friends say. If your friends love you and they trust that you have a good psyche and you understand yourself, you love yourself, that you know you're not going to make mistakes, they're not going to say anything. I mean, if people are saying anything, once again, jealous, don't like you, got the wrong type of people in your circle, because that's your preference. So if, I like MC Hammer and somebody else likes LL Cool J, well, why can't we still be friends? I mean, yeah, they're two different guys, but what's the problem? These preferences sometimes cause chaotic relationships or toxic relationships because someone prefers one thing over the other. And just like even with this mask mandate, when we had the mask, and some people preferred not to wear it and some people did. Some people preferred to get the vaccine, some people didn't. So, and what I didn't understand is, why are we arguing about it? Who cares? You protect yourself and they'll protect themselves, and we'll live in a beautiful place. Because arguing about it is just bringing toxic and unnecessary negative energy. Why are we arguing about a preference of what people believe? If I believe I want to be vegan and someone eats McDonald's, that's them. I'm not going to sit here and talk about how McDonald's is the worst food on the planet. I'm not going to not be your friend or respect you because you like McDonald's and I don't. I have a whole bunch of things on McDonald's, and I really don't agree with what McDonald's, with their whole concept. But I do like their cookies. So when I do go to McDonald's, if anybody sees me there, it's because I like their cookies. I prefer their cookies over Subway's. That's my preference. The whole thing that I'm talking about with preferences here is that who cares? The argument should not be what people prefer. What you should do is accept people for who they are. And if you cannot accept them, you need to move on and you need to go do something else. You need to be worried about yourself and your own toxic self and fixing yourself and getting to your higher self, understanding what love is, what love means, so that you can be a better you and then you can love properly to the world. My whole point is fighting over preferences is so unnecessary. There's other things we can be talking about here. So I'm bringing this point up because this is a great negative energy getter. People are so caught up on what someone else prefers, and it's ridiculous. So if you have a preference of food, preference in sexuality, preference in relationships, preference whatever, if you don't like certain things, and you're arguing with people that likes the opposite thing, then like I said, opposites don't attract. If anything, they cause negative, unnecessary arguments and negative energy. So move on. So that's it I have for today. The point is today is preferences are the individuals with what they prefer over something else. And it's their life and everyone should just accept it. And if you can't accept it, move on and be somebody else's friend. Find like-minded people of the same mindset, so that they're not messing up your psyche, because they could mess up your psyche because they agree with something and you don't, and that can mess with you. So maybe you need to move on. We move on a lot here, and it's about growth, and it's about you're finding your higher self and your superior self. And once you get that, you're not going to care about this stuff. You're going to be focused on yoga and getting your pineal gland together. I mean, you're going to be on something else. You're going to be on a whole total different level. Like me, I'm not even on what's going on out here in the world and what people are talking about. I'm more about trying to help people find themselves and find the love in themselves. And how I do that is how to succeed. There are so many attributes and accessories that we can add to our avatar to be great. And that's what I'm talking about. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for sharing and coming here and watching my videos. I greatly appreciate it. I just want this information to get spreaded across the world so that we can create a better place and a better environment and just do away with a whole bunch of this stuff that's so unnecessary. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in another video. Click on my links for my novels, my two nonfiction books that's below. And also, if you love the Feeling Myself song by Dnash, you can click on that link as well and subscribe to his page. I'm out. Thank you. Love you guys. Have a good night.
Feeling myself, I'm counting the wealth. Tasting the bag, I'm feeling the best. I am the realest, I'm not like the rest.